think this is one of those instances where they're best off not saying anything publicly, because we're talking about private medical matters here. And although we have the statements from Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace, actually, I don't think they want a running commentary from other members of the royal family.
The Duke of Sussex has withdrawn his libel claim against associated newspapers. This is also on the day that Harry and Meghan haven't made any declaration of support for the King and Princess of Wales. As get well wishes for the two royals have been flooding in, publicly there's been silence from Montecito. Let's speak to Sarah Hewson now from TalkTV. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Asma.
Let's talk first of all then about the libel claim. What do we know why that's been withdrawn?
Yes, I mean, there was much speculation when the news came through earlier today that Prince Harry's legal team had dropped the libel claim against the Mail on Sunday. It came on the day of disclosure. They were due to be filing documents today, handing them over to the other side. There was some speculation that they wouldn't have had any say in those documents. They could have formed part of a trial. Would they have been embarrassing for Prince Harry had he made that decision? Also, the legal advice that he'd potentially been given, that he was unlikely to be successful in this case. And bear in mind, he's got several cases underway at the moment, perhaps picking his battles. But then we had a statement from the Sussex's spokesperson saying that, as is the nature with legal proceedings, years have lapsed since this complaint was first filed. I personally might dispute that, because the article only goes back less than 2 years. But in the time since the main hearing relating to the judicial review, we're awaiting the final decision on his security, and his focus is on the safety of his family rather than these legal proceedings that give a continued platform to the Mail's false claims all those years ago. So they're saying it's about focusing on his action against the Home Office, trying to get security, Met Office security for his family, and that this was a distraction, effectively.
I see. Now, obviously, some people are going to read into the fact that Harry and Meghan haven't said anything about the King and the Princess of Wales. Their kind of medical issues right now. They haven't said anything publicly anyway. But you could say that, damned if they do and damned if they don't.
Yeah, you know what, Asma, I think this is one of those instances where they're best off not saying anything publicly, because we're talking about private medical matters here. And although we have the statements from Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace, actually, I don't think they want a running commentary from other members of the royal family. And some of the biggest problems with Harry and Meghan have occurred when they have gone public and revealed private conversations. So we don't know whether there has been any contact behind closed doors. There was a slight thawing of relations towards the end of last year, around the time of the King's birthday. Perhaps there's been a conversation, but they'd be best placed not to be briefing the media about that conversation if there's to be any hope of any reconciliation over the months to come.